Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today for an introduction to SAP Signavio at Westernacher. My name is Lina and I'm a business process analyst at SAP Signavio at Westernacher.
Hi, I'm Philip. I'm a head process data analyst also at Westernacher. Very glad to be here.
For the next 20 minutes, I will share how your company can benefit of SAP Signavio and Westernacher. I will start with telling some business challenges and talk about the SAP Activate methodology. After that, I will continue with the transformation suite and talk about Westernacher's best practices. Then Philip will continue with process conformance, the plug and gain approach, and how to realize quick wins with process insights. At last, we will talk about a deep dive with process intelligence. So let's get started. Companies are nowadays facing different challenges. Various obstacles can arise while transforming from an ERP to an SAP S/4HANA system. For example, a complex legacy of landscape, a high customization, or a non-harmonized business process. With SAP Activate and SAP Signavio, we can guide you through your transformation. Some challenges our recent customers in different industries face were, for example, process inefficiencies, the need for more visibilities and understanding of processes, as well as misalignments on transformation activities. The solution we offered were to standardize processes through best practices and increase business performance. We used SAP Signavio Process Intelligence. For example, we connected process models to process intelligence. Other challenges our customer faced were the need for more visibility into their business operations or to make data-driven decisions. Therefore, we used SAP Signavio Process Insights for an in-depth analysis of process efficiencies and performances. We customized recommendations for SAP S/4HANA functions. Therefore, you can see all solutions are provided with SAP Signavio. But how can SAP Signavio help to guide you through your transformation to SAP S/4HANA? You don't want to rush into an implementation without a clear plan or vision. Therefore, is the SAP Activate methodology there for you. We have 6 different phases from discover to run, and Activate will help you improve quality and success. It's a best practice project approach, and SAP Signavio solutions are proactively supporting you in each phase. It's a recommended approach on how to use each phase and the tool during different activities. We focus on areas with higher value potential, have a faster project timeline, and it's more transparent. If we look, for example, at the discover phase, we identify values and value delivers and define goals, and at the prepare phase, we safeguard the transformation. Just to summarize, SAP Signavio supports in those phases to achieve a successful transformation. Until now, I talked a lot about SAP Signavio, but what is it? It's an all-in-one cloud-based process management platform, which helps companies to understand, improve, and transform all their business processes in an effective and efficient manner. Now I will show you how this looks like exactly. So we have 7 different solutions, from process mining and analysis over process and journey modeling to workflow and automation execution. At the heart, we have the collaboration hub. It's the single source of truth, and it's a central entry point for all business processes and business process users. So let's get back to our SAP S/4HANA transformation with SAP Signavio. To achieve a successful transformation, it's necessary to bring processes, systems, and people together. SAP Signavio does exactly that by connecting processes, ensuring seamless integration and collaboration. It illustrates how SAP Signavio is aligned with the SAP Activate phases, forming a synergy, as you can see right over here. So we have the people between the processes and the systems. We at Westernacher implemented SAP Signavio and we used a modeling hierarchy. It's a process hierarchy divides core business processes into lower level processes, detailing specific tasks and activities. We can see over here, we have the process level landscape. There we have the value chain and sub-processes, and we have end-to-end or per lines of business. Then, on the other hand, we have the BPMN 2.0 level, as we can see right over here, where we have business processes and activities and tasks. So we can see we're going very straight down there just to reach our BPMN model. We use SAP best practices as well as created our own industry best practices. And we can provide your company with our expertise, and you can leverage from our industry best practices. That means for you less effort and a fast improvement.
We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. This is a famous quote by Albert Einstein, which really highlights how we have to adjust our thinking when trying to optimize our business processes. Our expectation, our hope is that every task, every process is straightforward without any deviation, right? From start to finish, we have a simple row of steps following one another. Maybe we don't need to have the perfect process model. We can do with some variations. Here and there, a process step can be skipped, and that is totally okay. All in all, the model is still very clear, and everybody knows how to follow it. But in reality, I don't really need to talk about this picture, right? There are process steps in it somewhere, I promise, but clearly everybody is basically doing what they want or what they deem as important to get the job done. Which isn't bad per se, but it's definitely very chaotic, and we have to get a grip on that. Striving towards process excellence, we need to identify our process shortcomings first and where we can take measurements to correct them. For this, SAP Signavio offers two very important process analysis modules, which are combined in the plug-and-gain approach. On the one side, we have SAP Signavio Process Insights, which gives a grand overview of how internal processes are run. SAP Signavio Process Insights currently offers around 105 different process flows, focusing on 8 lines of business, measuring process performances against SAP Best Run scores, internal and industry benchmarking. Those were a lot of words. I promise I will explain better in a few minutes. On the other side, we have the big brother, SAP Signavio Process Intelligence. Once we have uncovered the process shortcomings and pain points through SAP Signavio Process Insights, we can use SAP Signavio Process Intelligence to drill down into specific processes, doing an analysis on a much deeper level. The important difference between these two modules is that SAP Signavio Process Insights offers an analysis across all supported processes, but never drilling down deep enough to get a detailed understanding of a single process. With SAP Signavio Process Intelligence, you focus the view on one process at a time, going through variation explorations, KPI analysis, and conformance checks. As promised, I will now talk about the specific features of SAP Signavio Process Insights in a bit more detail. Process Insights is where you can find the simplest issues with your processes and realize those very important quick wins in your transformation. The first view I want to highlight is the end-to-end process view. In this case, we are moving in an order to fulfill process. What you can see here is the process flow performance and the most frequent blockers. When clicking on a blocker, you get moved to the next screen. Here we have the correction recommendations, where SAP Signavio Process Insights offers the most common recommendations with detailed descriptions on how to implement the corrections and an estimate on the impact and effort of each recommendation. Analog, SAP Signavio Process Insights also offers innovation recommendations. It's just not pictured here. If you don't want to commit to the SAP Signavio Process Insights full version, there's a small appetizer with the Discovery Edition, which offers a free analyzation of one process flow out of a collection of 3. The analyzation includes 12 optimization goals for 8 lines of businesses and 7 end-to-end processes. The SAP Signavio Process Insights Discovery Edition offers plenty of cost reduction goals for LOBs like finance, sourcing, manufacturing, through processes like order to cash, procure to pay, plan to produce. The other big analyzation module is SAP Signavio Process Intelligence, which offers a detailed deep dive into a single process flow, paving the way to continuous improvement. The way it works is that SAP Signavio Process Intelligence is connected to the live source system and extracts transactional data from the linked tables. From this data, SAP Signavio Process Intelligence constructs process flows with cases and variants. Running through a process from start to finish is called a case, and whenever a case varies from an already found process flow, it's called a new variant. The first big feature that SAP Signavio Process Intelligence offers is the process conformance check. Here, the single process steps, which remember are gathered through the actual system data, are measured against the 2B process model. In this tool, you can go through all the different variants SAP Signavio Process Intelligence has found and can place them onto the process model. Whenever deviations occur, the steps are simply placed outside the actual model. Another is the Variant Explorer, which showcases all the different process variants gathered through the actual system data. The neat part about this is you can pick and choose which variant you want to focus on, and then use this variant as the filter for the whole chapter of the investigation to really drill deep into potential issues. And to ensure the continuous improvement goals are actually met, SAP Signavio Process Intelligence offers multiple ways of tracking KPIs. From simple number displays working in custom thresholds to observe if goals are met, to graphs highlighting the change in performance. With gaining deep insights into your processes, you can turn your process models smart. It is like switching from an analog watch to a smartwatch. You can no longer just read the time, but also how many calories you are burning, how your heart rate is going, and what weather to prepare for.
So, what have we learned so far? SAP Signavio is a tool set which covers all phases of your transformation project. For example, we can consult benchmarks or we can model processes with SAP Signavio. So why should you choose Westernacher? We are the best choice for your transformation since we focus on people. We have the SAP competence level of an expert and a trusted partnership with the SAP Signavio team. We also offer a holistic end-to-end thinking and focus on long-term user adoption. SAP Signavio will add value to your company since it's, for example, user-friendly process modeling or it generates process transparency. Use Westernacher as your partner for your transformation. Feel free to contact us for further information and we are looking forward to it. If you want to learn more about SAP Signavio, make sure you get one of Johannes Strasser's books. You can just scan the QR code over here. Thank you for your attention and I hope to see you soon.